Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another Optc video, and New Year's is coming. What is going on? What is going on? We have the information for the New Year Legend as released on the One Piece Treasure Cruise Twitter page. So, I will leave a link in the description to their Twitter page. I just got back from work. I did see these legends pop up while I was at work, and I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and discuss my thoughts and opinions on them. So I thought, hey, let's put that into a video because this is some serious hype. Some serious hype. As you can see, we are getting Luffy and the Strawhats from Wano, and we are also getting a Roger and Newgate dual unit New Year's Sugo Fest. Now, I do imagine these characters will be Super Sugo Fests. The first time that we do get Super Sugos as dual units, which means they probably have super switch mechanics, they're probably going to have last tap mechanics, and they're all just going to be very, very strong overall. So, in today's video, we are going to take a look at the arts, we're going to take a look at the specials, we're going to take a look at the new units that are coming, and do a bit of a discussion on what I think these characters will do, and have a discussion on, I think some information has been released. I'm not sure how viable that information is, but nevertheless, well, we will talk about it anyway. So, the first character is Luffy and the Straw Hats. Alright, so before we begin as well, I do want to give the Reddit Discord a huge shout out. Obviously, link will be in the description as always. Godot, I don't know if you watch these, but you're a weapon. He gets these up very, very quickly, and they do a lot of very good work for the community. So I do appreciate the efforts that you guys put in. So, the first character we're going to take a look at is the New Year's Straw Hat Pirates, or Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates. And I gotta say, I'm extremely excited for this particular character. When you guys see the special animation of this particular character, you'll understand why I'm extremely excited for them. There's just this one particular part in the opening animation of the anime at the moment where Luffy's chest, glows, and it, flows down to his arm, and the flower petals hit, and then you think he's gonna go Gear 4, but he's still in his base form, and it just... I'm very, very excited for this unit. Super excited. They are a dex and a strength unit. Can probably guess that they'll be free spirit somewhere, but look, their classes haven't been determined as of yet. Like I said, more information might drop as I'm making this video. Again, don't know how credible that actual information is. So take it with a grain of salt, but we're going to discuss it anyway. Like I said, I do imagine this unit is going to be a free spirit character of some kind. They are a strength and a dex character that has been confirmed through the icons, and I do imagine they are going to have a super switch. It'd be silly for them to not have a super switch. Just with the amount of characters coming out lately that have super switch mechanics, this particular character, it's surely gonna have a super switch mechanic. Man, it's so hot here, by the way, so apologies about my constant, whoa, and I'm super hyped as well, so, the energy levels are at an all-time high, yo. So this particular character starts as Luffy, and then you switch into the Straw Hats. Luffy's a strength character. The Straw Hats are a dex character. You can bet your ass their switchability is going to be pretty cool. I do imagine they'll probably have some sort of utility switch, if I have to guess, where Roger and Whitebeard will probably be some sort of offensive switch of ability. But we'll have to wait and see, nevertheless. I gotta say, their artwork is absolutely incredible. I'm a huge fan of their artwork. It is kind of weird that we do get the Straw Hats literally 5 months, 6 months after getting V1 Straw Hats. But, look, it is Wano. I imagine they may do something with Wano orbs as well in their kit. So they could be a very, very interesting unit. The next character on the list, as you guys can see here, is Roger and Newgate. Now, before we begin, yes, this is a dual unit. It is not a verse character. It is a dual unit, Roger and Newgate. And I gotta say, even though they are a dual unit, as you can see here by the icon in the two characters there, they look really, really cool. So Roger's actually an int character, where Whitebeard's actually a psi character. So just sort of did the old switcheroo on the two. I imagine Roger's going to be a slasher, Whitebeard's probably going to be a striker, and then they're probably going to share a class in between. I would presume that it would be free spirit, just because they would work best with the Straw Hat and Luffy pirates. Luffy and the Straw Hat pirates. But they might do something with Powerhouse. Imagine if Roger was a Powerhouse. Could you imagine just slapping Roger on a team with stuff like Whitebeard, with stuff like... Well, obviously not Whitebeard because it's a dual unit, but with stuff like Big Mom and Kaido and Akainu and it's just absurd what you could do on that particular team, yo. It would be absolutely wild. But I do imagine that this character probably will be free spirit of some kind. We do have a couple of free spirit Whitebeards in the game. We do know Whitebeard is Psi. We do know Roger is Int. I gotta say, that 6-star artwork just looks so nice. Like, so nice. I do think it's a bit of a missed opportunity that it's not a versatility, but nevertheless, it's not the be-all or end-all anyway, and I'm very, very excited for this particular unit. This unit, it's just, yeah, New Year's is gonna go off, yo. Like, it's gonna go off. The next character, though, is the big-time favorite of mine. Finally! Kid Shanks! He's getting some rep! My boy's getting some rep! Kid Shanks and Buggy. They're not a dual unit, but they are like a fake dual unit. So they're both like in the name. So like you can't bring Buggies on the team. You can't bring Shankses on the team. But you can use this particular character. And it's kind of cool. The two of them getting actually a little dual, non-dual unit. I've been advocating for a Kid Shanks for a very long time. As well as a Kid Buggy. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, give my boy Buggy some rep as well. But you guys know how I feel about Shanks. They are a rare recruit. And they are a Psy character, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're Psy. The last character of the batch is a Ryoiin and Gaban. Again, a non-dual character that's a dual, like it's kind of like the Nami and Robin treasure map character, or the new Sanji and Zoro from Kazuna on Japan. Like, they are dual units in their like little sprite form, but like they're not switch characters. They don't have a switch ability. They don't have switch like at all. So they're the two rare recruits, and honestly, like, very good representation of rare recruits in my opinion. Everyone loves Rayleigh, everyone loves Gaban, everyone loves Shanks, and everyone loves Buggy. Like, what is there not to like about these rare recruits? The last thing here is the unevolved artworks for Roger and Whitebeard, as well as the Straw Hat crew. I imagine they'll be on different banners, but look, until we get that information, it is a bit up in the air. Now, the next thing down here is a bunch of icons. Now, as you can see here, Odin is getting some rep. Now Shanks and Buggy's actually an in-character, where Scopper Gaban's the side character. Odin is getting a 6+, as you can see here. His skulls are available. Let's go! I actually said that I really wanted this. I do think Odin needs a 6+. He dropped off so quick compared to Roger. Roger still holds his own, like, very high up. Easy top 3 for most tier lists. My opinion, still the best character in the game. In terms of talking on a majority of the player base anyway. I do think Toki's probably more valuable in terms, like, better. But, like, Roger he does shit so easy. But Odin's getting a 6+. That is absolutely hype as hell to me. So, I'm not sure how we'll get these skulls. They'll come somewhere. But Buggy and Shanks is an int character. Scopper and Rayleigh are a Psy character. And then we have a young Garp. A young Garp from the same era. Very, very interesting. As you can see, very interesting. Probably a free-to-play character that you farm up from some sort of event with the New Year's event. Very similar to how there was a Strength Whitebeard for the farming event. They might do a Japan versus global situation, but who knows. We have Roger as an in character, Whitebeard as a side character. They're them in their single forms and then their dual forms there. We have Luffy as the strength, the Straw Hats as the dex, and then obviously their icons there with the skull of Odin. Looks pretty cool, right? Looks pretty cool. So, if we scroll down here, CHOO actually has some information popping off about these particular characters. Now, I don't know where CHOO's getting this information from, so I'm not going to say that it's 100% credible, but he has posted on the Reddit Discord, so I guess like we'll go through it towards the end of the video, because I think he's still updating stuff. But if you guys want to check this out, like I said, link in the description for the Reddit subreddit Discord. Just head over to the new unit tab, and you guys can read this for yourself. Like I said, I'm not going to go gallivanting that this is actually the information, but it does sound pretty cool nonetheless. And if CHOO is actually correct, this character seems pretty busted. They do different things in their specials, and their specials are actually pretty busted if it is what it actually is. That it looks really cool. We'll talk about it because it's very interesting mechanics, and I do like it a lot. Alright, so if we have a look over here on the global newsfeed, the Sugo Fest, it's quite small here. I would enlarge it, but you can't see it. It goes from December 27th, 1900 to the February 11th. So you get a full month of this banner. A full month. So it's a very long time to summon. December 27th to February 11th is right there. Actually, Goodot's got it right there. What an absolute legend. So this banner is going to go off. It's going to be very, very nice. And hopefully you guys have some gems saved, or you have your credit cards ready. Because, like, these characters, like, you can bet your ass these characters are going to be absolutely wild. Until we know what they do, might be a little bit of a different story. But we do have some information on the actual characters. So I'm going to talk about this for a second. Shout out to CHOO. I'm just going to read this. If you guys want to go over and read it yourself, you're more than welcome to. The link will be in the description, as I mentioned. So CHOO wherever he got this information from, says that Roger and Whitebeard's captain dual form will be a 5.5 times attack boost to slashers and strikers. So dual class captain. 1.2 HP and make Psi and in characters for those classes. And will resist 1 turn of bind, paralysis, and special bind in their captain ability. That's their dual form. We don't know what their single forms do, or if this is even what actually it does. But I imagine like Roger might do like special bind, Whitebeard might do paralysis. But it's pretty nice. Like 1 turn is not the be all or end all, but like I'm thinking like Dofi 2, that paralysis is so handy, right? Roger's special removes 20 turns of despair, increases any attack buff to 3 times, adds 0.5 to color affinity buff, and then turns into their duo form for 3 turns, where Whitebeard will actually reduce 20 turns of despair, give 2 turns of color affinity to slashers and striker characters, buff any orb boost to 3 times, and then turns into their dual form for 3 turns. So the way you sort of see this here is if you have an attack or an orb boost, it turns into a 3 times attack and a 3 times orb boost. Whitebeard, you pop first to get the color affinity, then you add 0.5 to color affinity, so you have 2.5 times color affinity, and then you just remove a butt ton of despair. Pretty simple, right? They're super swap. They have a super swap. Changes all orbs to matching and gives a 2 times attack and orb boost to the crew. Huh? A 2 times attack boost and a 2 times orb boost to the crew? So that's their super swap, right? You can bet your ass that means they're probably giving a 1.3 and a 1.3 attack and orb boost on their regular switch, which is absolutely busted in itself, and then probably changes adjacent orbs to matching. Very similar to Shanks' crew back when they first came out. If it's 1.5, both to both, that's absurd. But if this is credible, I did say that I think that Whitebeard and Roger would be offensive with their super swap. So I'm all for this. Like, this is really cool. It makes them very intricate in actually using both characters' special in the same turn, which is really cool. But still having a 2 times attack and 2 times orb boost, like, at your disposal was very, very nice. Depending on what their super swap actually, like, their counter is, that could just be wild. Their last tap gets a matching slot and adds 4.0 to the chain hit. Now, again, I don't know how credible this is, but I'm loving this. Like, I'm loving all of this. Super, super nice. They're not rainbow, but they do give slashers and strikers, which are 2 classes that don't have, like, standout leaders. Like, you have Kid, you have, obviously, like, Roger himself. You could use him as a slasher leader. You have verse Shanks, you have verse Whitebeard, but, like, besides that, you don't really have, like, a character that you go, like, yo, I'm running a slasher team because this character's amazing. I'm running this striker team because this character's incredible, right? Kid, you sort of associate with Driven. Whitebeard and Shanks, you associate with the Psi and the int color. Roger's Rainbow, so, like, this is cool. Like, this is really, really cool. Buffing classes that need it. For the Luffy crew, their duo captain, from what CHOO says here, which is really cool, is 5 times Rainbow attack, 5.2 with a matching orb, 1.5 HP, makes any color or class specific buff apply to all units. What? Bro, if that is real, you just bring anyone that's an attack boost to slasher or a 2 times orb boost to Dex, and it just becomes a rainbow attack boost, a rainbow orb. That is wild, bro. That is so wild. He doesn't have information on the special, but, like, that captain, man, that is so cool. So cool. I really hope that's true. His last tap applies 1.2 times multiplier, and all super effective against all types, dealt by the crew in the final attack. So basically just adds 1.2 times to the multiplier, and then is super effective against all types. Very, very cool. We will get more information as time goes on, and I will do a separate video once we have all the official information, but this is really, really cool. I do want to wrap the video up with the special animations. Make sure to head over to the Twitter post, the page. Make sure to go check them out, because, like, this is so cool. Like, this is so cool. The hype for New Year's has begun, and I hope you guys are on board because this is absolutely wild. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me. If you are new to the channel too, hit that big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Late!